So good afternoon, everyone. I am very happy to be here. I feel very elated that you are here today, our fallen Dafa brothers and sisters who have received tremendous persecution in their homeland. I am here today able to speak, in a sense, on their behalf at this moment in time because I live in New Zealand. And because we are a free nation, a democratic nation, where we're able to practice our faith without hindrance, freely sharing our thoughts and our ideals without fear of persecution and opposition. For my ancestors and my forebears, I am very grateful to them. I am here because 45 years ago, I was moved to understand the issue that China had faced. Many years ago, even before 1999, China became a communist-led nation. And this was, in one sense, a terrible tragedy that bit by bit over the years, faith was persecuted. Not only Falun Dafa, but also people of many other faiths. Even the Uyghurs in Western China, many Christians in China have been misunderstood and persecuted. This is a great tragedy for those who believe. And so I am here today to really, I can say, commemorate this day with my Falun Dafa brothers and sisters in that fateful time in 1999, where more than 100 million Falun Dafa followers, the government of China turned against them through misunderstanding and ignorance concerning their true heart and true understanding. They are no opposition in one sense. They are peaceful people who only wish goodness. Their ideology or teaching of truthfulness, forbearance and compassion, this is what we need in our world today. So we are trying to settle this world to become a peaceful place. And we see around the world today so much confusion in Ukraine and different parts of the world. Today we live in an amazing time where we're able to communicate through the internet. We believe that heaven has set up the world to awaken it towards a new age that we are now entering into. And so I'm so grateful in many ways because 45 years ago my colleagues walked up and down Queen Street holding up anti-communist banners because they foresaw the future. If New Zealand did not wake up, then in the future they would face great difficulty. We see now in the Pacific region, unfortunately in the Solomon Islands, Father, there is a great worry that's coming into the Pacific. So now we are finally waking up, and also due to our Falun Dafa brothers and sisters who have been sent by heaven to New Zealand to wake up New Zealand people concerning the ideology of Marxism, which wishes to squash out any faith or belief in heaven. So I really thank you for my brothers and sisters of this predominantly Chinese Falun Dafa community. We stand together. We are brothers and sisters under heaven. We have a common destiny. We need to work together to awaken not only people of New Zealand, but people throughout the Pacific and beyond to the ignorance of some of our brothers and sisters concerning to know the whole picture of our existence. We should be divine sons and daughters. We should be in this world to prepare ourselves for heaven. But so few people really understand this. So today, as we gather together, I just really want to support you in every way that I can to help you fulfill your providential mission in the Pacific. It was 100 years ago that my grandfather left his wife and 2 small children to get on a ship and go to the Western Front in Europe to make a great sacrifice to protect the democracy we have in New Zealand. And also in 1943-44, my father also got on a ship and went to the Middle East also to defend the freedom and democracy in New Zealand, because they foresaw prophetically that if they did not stand up for democracy and the freedom we have to practice our faith, then in the future we would be subdued, we would be limited, we would be dictated to, even our thinking and our way of life. So I want the people of New Zealand to know, and heaven to know, that we want to represent them today, to be open to guidance from heaven. so that New Zealand can protect its people, protect not only New Zealand but our Pacific region, even those in Taiwan, the Philippines, and all the Pacific people. They are people of faith, our Christian brothers and sisters in Tonga, Fiji, Samoa, everywhere. We should be one peaceful region. The reason why this name was given 400 years ago by Magellan was because he sailed into this region and there was no storm. And so we want no storm here, either political or religious or otherwise. Today, heaven has blessed us. We thought today would rain, but no. Heaven has blessed us with a beautiful day to come to celebrate this day. It's not really a celebration, but I can say it has been a wake-up call for people in China. The great persecution they received in China has awakened them. The pain, let the pain that they are suffering give them energy and power and resource to wake this world up. So I really want to thank you so much for inviting me to speak here today. You are beautiful people. You are my brothers and sisters. We come from one source. It might have been the Middle East, but beyond there it was heaven itself that produced us to be sons and daughters and to awaken us. So let us be one family in the Pacific. You are not foreigners here. You are our family members. You are our cousins in reality. We are related by blood and by our spiritual lineage. So bless you today, my brothers and sisters. I hope this can be a day of not just of remembering the difficult persecution that some of your relatives continue to suffer in China, but let this day be a day when we can wake up this world, because I promise you, kingdom of God will come to this world, but only by our efforts, our collective efforts. No one can do this by themselves. No one group, not just your suffering alone. It should be common for us to work together for freedom of faith, freedom of religion, and freedom to worship the God who we understand, who is watching over us today with many eyes peering at us, hoping that we will respond to them and work together as one people, as one heavenly family. God bless you all. God bless this day.